Welcome
to
all
our
international
students.
Woo!
Hey everyone, my name is Ishlal and I'm the International Officer.
I'm Annie and I'm the Sports Societies and Events Officer.
I'm Nahal, your Diversity Access and Participation Officer.
I'm Roseanne and I'm the Student Living and Sustainability Officer.
Hi, I'm Connor and I'm your Education and Employability Officer.
Hi, I am Paris and I am the Wellbeing Officer.
Earlier this week, we were informed that our international students will start coming onto campus from this week. We want you to know that we are here to support you, to care for you, to uphold your rights and be your union while you're here. We also want you to know that we'll do our utmost to ensure that you have the best student experience while you're here and you have the best academic experience as well. Please do not hesitate to get in touch with us as we are here to support you. To support and represent our international students better and ensure that we are amplifying their voices, we are looking to formulate an international students network. This will be launched sometime in the autumn term, but I started conversations this week and met with our staff to ensure that we are working towards making this a reality. So please look out for this.
We're really excited to welcome everyone back to Sussex, but we want to make sure that we're doing so in a way that is safe and that puts no student or staff member at risk as a result of COVID-19. Many of you will have seen what's happened in the United States. As some university campuses have reopened, they've quickly had to shut back down again. Our situation in the UK is different, but some of you might have seen Independent Sage, a group of scientists who've been advising the government over the course of the pandemic, recently published their advice to higher education and to universities as a whole. They said that to keep us safe, universities should be minimising face-to-face teaching. And if we are going to pursue face-to-face teaching, we should be regularly testing. At the moment, Sussex University isn't acting in line with these recommendations, and that's something that's increasingly concerning for us at the Students' Union.
So this week we've been turning our climate emergency commitment into action with a new campaign called the Green Energy Renters. It basically seeks to improve awareness on energy consumption in the home and to pressure landlords in the city to make their properties more energy efficient. It'll hopefully bring multiple benefits to students who'll see their bills decrease and their homes become better insulated. It's been really great to work with the Brighton Students' Union on this, who we're collaborating with, and we've had loads of really positive meetings with them.
So to achieve our goals for this campaign, we're going to be working with Sussex academics, community-based organisations and local supply chains. So it's a really, really great opportunity for student campaigners to work with the local community on something really important, making Brighton climate neutral whilst improving housing conditions. It's really important to emphasise that housing justice is climate justice. If you want to get involved in this campaign, then look out for us at the virtual Freshers Fair. You can sign up with your email to get involved or drop any of us a message.
The library's click and study or click and collect service has been open for a few weeks now, and you've only been able to book room on one of the floors of the library, but they're thinking of going into the first couple of weeks of term of opening all floors of the library, which will mean just under 300 study spaces are available to book. So we've been talking to the library about how to make that kind of fair and accessible, to kind of prioritise students who need accessibility software that only works on some computers or who can't join seminars from home and who need study spaces.
So I also dropped into the Food Waste Cafe Society meeting and we chatted about volunteer recruitment and projects that I can help with in my new role, such as the virtual cooking classes that they started last year and the possibility of extending them in this term.
This week I've been reaching out to activist groups across Brighton working on issues of environmentalism, housing rights, food justice and anti-racism to produce a guide to connect new students and existing students to the groups and campaigns working towards a more just society. We've put together a student working group, so this guide will be created by students for students to connect you to the projects that you care about.
To secure the funding for our Race Equity Advocates programme, as well as our Buddy scheme, we met up earlier this week to help us strategise and plan how we will lobby the university and ensure that these programmes that students care about remain well funded and we don't lose them. We also had a second meeting for our anti-racist working group, and now we're coming to a point where we're trying to formulate a manifesto between all the trade unions on campus as well as the Students' Union. We have started work on this, and we are feeding in right now to come up with a manifesto that the campus community can get behind, and an action plan that is truly representative of an anti-racist Sussex.
So this week we met up with John Wilmington, the Students' Union's archivist. He's been at Sussex since the 1970s, and he's got a wealth of knowledge about the university's radical history. It's a history that's full of rent strikes, student occupations, anti-racist organising, and this year at the Union we're committed to holding up this history and showing it to all students. We're going to be doing that through the website, through Freshers' Fair, and through an exhibition on Sussex's radical history this year. So if you want to get involved in that, then drop any of us a message, get in touch on social media or through email, and we can work on making sure that every student knows what an amazing history of critical and political engagement we have at Sussex.